I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Tuesday. Gotta enjoy Virginia while she's here. She's gonna be taking off today. Gone tomorrow.
You'll miss me.
Mm-hmm. Gonna go see old grandma.
I am. Mm-hmm. You know, she's 101. Yep. So when someone presents you with a free airfare, you take it.
Absolutely.
I was looking at pricing because I was trying to get up there and go see her. Mm-hmm. These airfares are insane. It was like the average was $500 a ticket.
Wow, no way.
Per ticket.
That's crazy.
If I wanted to take me and Rocco, it's $1,000, boom, before you even get there and spend a dime on food or a rental car.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just the world today, huh?
It is. It's insane. I think now, through the holidays, you're going to find that prices are a little elevated.
Yeah, it just seems like everything is more expensive these days. It really is. Yeah, we're trying to figure out, because we always try to do a little family trip every year.
Road trip it.
Well, we've always done the road trip, but yeah, we might scale back a little bit this year. Maybe just stay in South Florida. Maybe head south instead of go north.
Yeah, go to Key West.
Yeah.
I think I'll go to Oregon. That's where I'm thinking about going.
Really?
It's a beautiful country.
Yeah. If my sister will have me.
I'm sure she'd love that.
I don't know about that.
Oh, look who just showed up again.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Yeah.
She's got a farm, so that's cool.
That would be me and Honeyface's first trip together.
Oh.
Whoa, okay.
Look at that.
How about that? That's big time. That's big time, taking her out west to meet goats.
That's what it's really about. Goats and Bigfoot memorabilia.
I love it.
No, Oregon's very cozy if you like that kind of atmosphere.
Sure.
I mean, of course you can go out in the city, but my sister lives out in, God country where there's mountains and ravines and trout scampering and winking at you as they jump out of the water and jump right back in, Virginia.
Do they have fish rain?
Fuck you. I'm telling you what. Yeah, where's my KVJ retraction on that shit? I was right. We had about 40 people text in, oh, Jay Bird's crazy. It doesn't rain fish.
It's a weather phenomenon. They're not raining from the sky. They're pulled up through some
I don't know
storm.
what the fuck I'm talking. Of course I do.
Does it rain fish there?
It's going to rain hell in about 2 minutes up in here.
He's about to snap.
I'm really not. I could give a shit if you believe there's flying, raining fish or not.
Now watch, Virginia's going to get hit in the face with a fish. It's just out of nowhere.
And then she'll grab it, she'll cook it, and then eat it. Oh, Kev, it was amazing.
Yeah.
You can't beat her.
That's it. Always wins.
Oh, you can beat me at, do it, bitch. My stomach's not right from that Coke. I keep belching.
Well, you do that normally.
No, this is a different level.
Kevin, you don't get to hear it like I do. She leads the league, and she puts her headphones on, then all of a sudden it's like, but she tries to block the mic as if no one can hear her.
It's worse today.
At least it's not farting.
It's true. It's true. That's an upgrade.
Yeah.
We'll take the top level, not the bottom. It's a lot better. Well, we had the announcement on a video last night. You can see the KVJ horror movie. It is going to be dropping tomorrow at noon on the KVJ Show YouTube channel. You'll be able to check out Chat Room is the name of it.
Yep, we're keeping it 147, baby.
Nice.
Yeah. You're getting the girth of it. Mm-hmm. If you don't like a part, fast forward through it.
Shelly want to know how many KVJ horror movies are there? What is the order and the titles? Because I like to watch them all.
There are 6. The first one is Clowns Have Murderous Ways. The second one is Victims Galore. Third one is So Much Blood. Fourth is Grimsley. Fifth is Anniversary. And 6 is Chat Room.
Okay, there you go.
6 being the longest. I know 147 is a lot to ask of KVJ Nation, and I do appreciate anybody who takes the time to watch it. So thank you.
Okay. There you
And
go.
leave comments, please.
I heard so many people talking about it was their favorite one so far.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. I already had some It was too long. All right. Well,
Yeah.
all right. Don't watch it then. I don't have to tell you.
That's what Denny said.
Yeah, and that was just from Denny's.
Yes.
No. Denny's
Too long.
Denny loves the length of it. I was trying to cut it out, and he talked me into go, just leave it the way it is, man.
Yeah, you're already doing this as a free project that ends up costing you money, so don't work harder.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Netflix getting a hold of me. We're gonna be okay. Worst case scenario, people don't like the movie. Best case scenario, we raise money for charity.
Yes, that is true.
So it's a positive in my opinion.
Well, now that you've conquered that major project, some ideas coming in here. One being a lizard condo. It's basically a stack of large floor tiles with 1-inch spaces between each one using rocks or other pieces of tile. You flip the tiles upside down so the lizards get better grip with their feet. Then you put a decorative rock on top to make it look snazzy, and you're done. Place it in the morning sun. I enclosed a picture of my lizard condo. And something you could make, because it seems like you love those lizards.
I do. I love it. To go back to the movie real quick, I was going to do a quick little impromptu podcast today on our YouTube channel, just to kind of go more in depth, because a lot of people wanted to hear about the emails and the text messages and all that. And I'd like to explain it to the audience kind of before they watch it, just so that they're not confused and get why it was made the way it was made.
I love that.
Because it's really about, 2 major stalkers that fucked over KVJ Nationers, but then there was another one that started fucking over me and my family. And I want the audience to understand that it's kind of a hybrid of both.
Okay.
And really kind of go into detail of some of the other shit that was, read or written to me. And we wouldn't have time to do it at the thing. I mean, the 2-page manifesto.
Right.
Is fucking
Alone.
It's insane.
Yeah.
That's one of just hundreds. I know you got weird shit from this dude.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah.
So I'd like to explain it a little bit more to the audience, because I felt like I was all rushed at the theater, and I'm getting questions about it, wondering, all right, so what's going on? You had 2 stalkers. What about the girl stalker? This has nothing to do with the girl stalker at all.
She, on the whole scale of horrifying, was the most mild.
Fucking kitten.
She's a kitten.
She's a kitten.
Just had a little crush, maybe, yeah.
Compared to the other one.
I just think she was just weird and wanted just to kind of be weird. These motherfuckers were trying to ruin lives.
Yeah.
So, and that's what this really is about. And I want the audience to get that.
I think she probably just wanted to see that D.
Well, that was her gravest mistake.
Got an email from Cynthia. She had a star sighting in the well-read Jupiter Spotlight. It is an article that they had done on the Feast of Little Italy, returning to Jupiter November 7th and 9th with national entertainment, delicious food, rides, games, cooking demonstrations, wine seminars, and Rocco. Your son is right there in the article enjoying, what is that, like a snow
Italian
cone?
ice.
Italian ice.
Tell you what,
Forget about
you
it.
cynics really know how to find a lens or a paper.
Yes, we're very
Media stars, aren't they?
No shit, man.
media
Crazy.
darling.
Who the
Yeah,
fuck
media
is-
darling. Sorry.
Who's your agent? We could use a little pub for this for the
Down.
movie.
And I'd love to see that Morgan is watching KVJ TV on her flat screen.
Oh, that's a nice TV.
Yeah, and that's a great way to do it, honestly. Just dial up YouTube, look at the KVJ show. I think that's probably the future. People love doing that. It's very easy. You can pull it up anywhere globally to watch it live or anytime on demand.
You know who loves that? The stalker. It makes it so much easier. He can just stalk us from his house.
Yeah.
Oh, believe me. Then it's fuck.
Stalkers don't even have to leave their house anymore. They're like, got him.
I think the one dude I'm talking about, Dark Energy, I think he's left the house before. I think he's been down the street. I think he's
probably been in your bathtub.
just jacking off. Oh, Jay Moon.
You thought that was spilled conditioner. No, it's not.
No, that's why my hair was so sticky. Yes. I got Dark Energy's cum in my hair.
He came in your conditioner.
Wow, at that point, now we're stepping it up.
You win.
Oh, he's already won.
Morgan is chilling, recovering from removing the metal from her femur and knee.
Ooh.
So she said, you guys are getting me through my painful morning of recovery.
Bless your heart. My goodness.
She said, I missed the live horror movie premiere, but I can't wait to watch it on YouTube. Okay.
Good. It's 1 hour and 47 minutes.
Yeah. So you got a lot of time. Watch it twice.
Yep.
You can pause it, go poop, take your time with it.
Kathy St. Jaber was wondering if anybody had encountered a murderer in their lifetime. I believe it's very probable that you had. I had 2 coworkers who have murdered.
What? 2?
The first was in 1979. Michael Moses was accused and convicted of murdering 2 women in Waterloo, Iowa. He is the son of my then dentist, and we both worked at a company called Professional Office Services. Michael was a shipping clerk. He was very physically attractive, and all the girls flirted with him. Imagine the shock and fear when the police came to our place of employment to arrest him for murder in front of them.
Wow, that's horrifying.
The second coworker convicted of murder was Andrew Michael Gosimski. He was convicted of murdering a woman in Fort Pierce in 2002. Michael and I worked together at a neurology practice in Vero Beach in the early 80s. Michael was very outgoing and lived way beyond his means. In the 1980s, he was married to a lovely woman named Carol, and they befriended me. I spent quite a bit of time at their house in Sebastian.
What?
As I was a single mother, and they had a pool. My son was 3 years old at the time and thought Michael was great. Michael and Carol divorced in the late 80s, and I lost track of him. I read about the murder in the newspaper. The murder took place a few blocks from my home.
Why did he murder? Oh, my gosh. I have so many more questions.
Yeah, I think
was it somebody he was dating?
Doesn't say. That's
Or
where
was
the
it just
email
like,
is.
oh, my gosh, I just randomly murdered a jogger?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you can look up the story.
Kevin, you just look like you know stuff.
No, I only know what the email put. It didn't include any of those details, Virginia.
But in her defense, and I don't defend her a lot, you do look like you know stuff.
Okay, well, that's good. I'll take that. It's quite a compliment. I like looking like that. Yeah, I think all of us probably have a propensity to murder in us. Everyone probably has that ability. And I think when we talk about this and we break it down, we're thinking of people that are just born evil and they just have this stirring all the time. We're thinking of Dexter, where he's talking about his dark passenger that he's got to feed.
Well, they're doing it for sport and thrill and the hunt and all. They get off on it.
I think that's actually probably a small percentage of murderers. I think a lot of people that have murdered, something happens. You go down a dark path, things just start to fall apart. Maybe you're into substances that are kind of taking you out of your normal headspace. There might be a moment of passion. There might be a moment of desperation. You probably never considered yourself your entire life like you would be able to murder. And then you just got to that point where it was all there. And in that moment, you made a terrible decision and you took someone's life.
You bring up a very good point when it comes to, okay, let's say all of a sudden you're not a meth user. Now you develop a meth,
Right.
you're addicted to meth. And it's gone on for a while and a while and a while. That's going to change your chemistry and you're going to do things you normally don't do. It's going to bring you to a dark place. You're going to think there's no hope in life. And then you get yourself in situations that you shouldn't be in. So you have all of these factors that are normally not going to be there if you're not on meth. And yes, I think there's situations where someone can be really fucked up and kill somebody and didn't even realize they had that in them because they may be hallucinating. They may be so paranoid thinking, oh, Kevin's going to kill me. Fuck Kevin. And then you try to kill him.
Yeah.
I think there's just different types of that kind of murder. Absolutely.
How many people are born a murderer and how many people are made into a murderer? And I think a lot of times that might be the culmination of the decisions that you make. that one thing after another, you don't think about it, be like, but you've made a decision that's taken you one small step closer to the propensity to murder. And then one step after another eventually leads you there.
And I think, too, also there's possibly some trauma deep down inside that maybe normally wouldn't make you murder.
Right.
But if you are doing things to enhance those things to come out and you start seeing, you know, demons can, and I'm using this metaphorically, I'm not saying like real demons, but demons can get you. And if you're on your low level of emotion and spiritualism, you start to kind of lose your mind a bit.
You do. I think it's kind of what you feed yourself. And if you're feeding yourself dark things and you take on a dark nature, look, I do believe in the demon thing. I know not everybody does, but I think even if you don't, you can just kind of cloud your own judgment. And you can make your overall personality a bit darker with what you spend your time viewing and how you take a look at life. If you look at people as dispensable and they're just all annoying and you don't have any empathy for any other people, that's usually the things that start leading you down that path.
Maybe you got a bit of a nihilistic point of view in life, and then you just all of a sudden, all of the factors just meet at one time.
Right. Yeah.
And it's the perfect storm of awful. And then imagine doing that, getting arrested, and then sobering up, and you're not really this devil person, and you go, oh my God, I killed somebody, and you have to live with that.
I think we all have a level of darkness in us. We all have the propensity to that, and it's just what beast you feed in your life. I would say probably a majority of murderers are not necessarily like these serial killer types that just crave human blood and doing all these weird things.
I think whether you believe in God or not, and I think sometimes spiritualism and religion get kind of mixed up. I think you can be a spiritual person and practice kindness towards your fellow human, and that helps you stay in a positive place. But there's some people that really have a spiritual deficit in their soul and their heart.
Sure.
And then if you hit bad times in life and you don't have a mentor and you don't have someone patting you on the back, and I can just see how things can get a little squirrely.
Look, that's why I think a lot of kids don't come out of the womb as a murderer. It can start in their childhood. Things happen to them, and step by step, one bad moment after another, it just kind of makes them into who they eventually wind up becoming. And a lot of people can really hide that. That's why even if people have childhood trauma, they put on a smile to the rest of the world. Meanwhile, they got this darkness inside of them that they're not dealing with.
What are you talking about?
See, there you go.
Virginia. I'm just kidding. It's Halloween, dude. We're having fun.
You're creepy.
You're creepy.
I like how you got quiet there for my murder rant.
I'm listening. I'm just soaking it all in. I think I'm listening to a verbal manifesto.
No.
This will come into evidence one day.
I don't have it in me to murder.
Yet.
Yeah.
Well, there's been a couple times during the dirt.
Bring it.
Oh, I would. No, I meant I was going to be the murder victim.
Oh.
You don't end up fucking killing me.
We got Lucy. She said, Kevin, can we talk? I've heard you marketing snippets of LASIK surgery and how successful it's been for you, but I need to call you out. Have you watched yourself try to read an email on the podcast? Every time I watch it daily, you look like this. Dude, are you in denial? Yes, squinting right there to do it. Yeah, I think I've told you, probably had missed it, but yeah, I know. Last time I went and checked my LASIK eye, I only had one done, and this was over 10 years ago. I did it when we were working in Miami, so it's over 10 years. Got that fixed. That eye is still fine. The other one has kind of gone to crap. I have gotten older, but they do different things if you have aging eyes like I do. In fact, that's what I'm promoting right now.
Aging eyes.
That's what I got. So I got to get in there and get it done. It is, and I'll admit it. Look, my one eye is great. You want to give me an eye test? It'll pass with flying colors, but the other eye is kaputs, and I need to get that done and get something done with it because, yeah, I do. It's not anything serious. I mean, I can see pretty much everything fine, but some of the finer print now as eyes age.
I don't think you can fix that with lasers.
Well, yeah, I think that's part of it. That's why what I'm talking about is they have other lenses and things like that they can do, and that's where I am now. And I think that's why they had me talking about it, because they realize, like, dog, hey, we don't call you old, but you're old. So, but we do have things that can help you, and I just got to get there and get it done. I'm not prioritizing because I don't really have a lot of extra time. I'm 3 years past my doctor's appointment, so I am admittedly not taking very good care of my body right now. So I've got to one day get that all taken care of.
If you want to keep screenshotting Kevin and telling him how bad he's doing his job, please, we recommend that as well.
Yes. Panu Laser, they do a fantastic job. And yes, I do need to get there. I realize that. So calling me out, yes. Thank you. You'll push me there faster. I know I got to make it happen because, yes, the eye is failing.
Bring back Dickie Rants.
Got an email here from Avalorado. He said, I want to give a good little heads up to try the Walmart brand Better Goods Italian wood-fired mushroom and truffle pizza. I attached a picture for reference. We usually don't purchase frozen pizza, but I wanted to give it a try, and it was really good. One tip, though, I use the oven stone where to heat up this pizza, so I don't know if it will make a difference. Any other good suggestions for frozen pizza brands to try, Bird? He likes this one.
There is another one that's sort of like, I'm not a big truffle guy, and the name eludes me. Fuck, never mind. I can't remember.
Not the screaming one.
That is a good one. The Screaming Italian is a good one, but there's one that's got the mushrooms on, kind of like that, and it's also got some sliced grilled onions on it. Ooh. It's very good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I like a sautéed onion in my older age.
Yeah, okay, look at you.
I used to hate onions. I don't like raw onions. I think they suck. Only raw onion I like is from McDonald's. And I don't know if they're even real raw onions. They taste so sugary and delicious.
They taste like they've been soaked in sugar.
But if you get me something with just a straight up raw onion, I'm like, bully ingredient. A raw onion is a bully ingredient.
It's delicious.
And every bite, though, is a fucking onion.
You got a bitch-ass palate.
Whatever. I own that. I do have a bitch-ass palate, actually. I'm not going to even argue with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in fact, a lot of Spanish cuisine, doesn't it? The Hispanic stuff has a lot of onion in it, because my son is working at a Mexican place now, and he was talking about that, and he said, we'll have people come in like going, okay, well, what can I get that doesn't have any onion in it? He's like, we literally have 2 things on this menu of like 50 things that you can get. He's like, it's just Mexican food has a lot of onion in it.
Because it's flavorful and delicious.
Right. Absolutely, yeah.
I know Colombian food does.
Yeah, right, exactly. So I figured it's a very popular, cebolla, very popular with
your son is slinging Mexican food. I love it.
Yeah, he's working at a nice little Mexican place. In fact, I had a conversation with him about what he's doing. He said he had a chance to maybe go work at a Michelin-starred restaurant in Chicago, and he's considering that. And it was kind of interesting because he said, I don't know, the churn and burn might be better than doing the Michelin, because they kind of sit for a while and you really have to kiss their ass and cater to them. And he said the churn and burn, so it's more volume. But he said, he talked about being a server and said it can be emotionally draining.
Yes.
He said because you're having the same conversation over and over again with people, and you got to act like it's the first. And, he said, so aside from just running like crazy all over the place. So it was kind of interesting to hear him breaking down as to, because I thought it'd be a no-brainer. If you had a chance to be a server in a Michelin-starred restaurant, that would be the king of the mountain.
But it's intense pressure.
Yeah, I think that might be part of it as well.
People are fuck faces anyway when they go out to restaurants. Now you're dealing with the rich fuck faces. Oh, have fun with that.
The customers are going to be tough, but also the chef and the management and the owners are going to be tough because they want to keep that Michelin star, and a server can F it up. a server can ruin their
Right.
Michelin star
Right.
if not served properly. So there is a lot of pressure, I can imagine.
Like if you
Yeah.
bring out your fancy snails with pudding in it and you accidentally sneeze, we're knocking down.
If the waiter in any restaurant sneezes on my food, we've got a big fucking problem.
Even if it's Chili's, they're knocking down a star.
Yes.
The one thing he said makes it really tough for him is when people want alterations. He said if you want to leave something out, that's fine. That's easy. But some people will come in and they want
Substitutions.
they want to redo it, be like, yeah, I want this, but I want an egg on it and put this on it. And then the chef a lot of times, so then he's a middle person. He's like, no. He's like, that's not, we designed this specifically for these flavors. And so then they give him attitude. Then he goes back to the table and gets attitude. So he's in the middle taking the crap from both sides. He's like, I don't really care. He's like, but yeah, I think that's a thing for a lot of chefs when they design something like, no, we're not doing that. And I think when you get to a Michelin, it's really insulting.
Yes.
Be like, okay, no, there's no, this is, No,
Yeah,
I'm not going to take somebody to the table telling me how to make this damn food.
We're not taking a yellow tail snapper's tail and putting it in your martini. No, we're not doing that.
Fish martini.
Yeah.
So he's kind of going around that thing, but he seems to love the distilling stuff. So he's going to try to get back into that field.
Yeah, he's really good at that.
Yeah, he
was
loves that.
working at that big machine in Nashville and gave us the whole tour and the explanation of all the chemistry of each and every vat and how it's cooked. And like, he really knows his stuff.
Were either one of you ever servers at a restaurant?
Yes.
I was not. We really didn't have restaurants where you had servers in Logan. So we had drive-through people and you could work at a counter. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the hell you're going to sit down in my hometown. That just wasn't a thing we did. Yeah, now it's expanded now. I mean, they got all kinds of fancy cuisine like Bob Evans and stuff like that. So they really expanded.
right next to their super Walmart.
Yes.
Now that plaza slaps.
Yeah, so when we started getting sit-down restaurants, then it kind of went to a whole different level.
We pulled in there like, holy shit, super Walmart and a Bob Evans. Holy shit.
Being a server wasn't a thing in my town.
Wow, it's funny.
Yeah, that was it. Michael has a question for Bird here about soda fountain mixtures. He likes a little Coca-Cola and Dr. Pepper together. He said Dr. Pepper and root beer in the same cup are also good. Do you ever mix multiple soda flavors together, and what are your favorite combos?
Oh, it's a fine question, by the way. Very fine. Yes, Dr. Pepper and any kind of cola does go well together. I also like, I like taking, and I know this is going to sound so gnarly to both of you, I like taking grape and orange and mixing it together.
You animal.
I am what I am.
It does seem like quite a mixture.
A Mountain Dew and a Sprite can work nicely together.
I
but
could get with that.
at that point, what the fuck? You just take the Dew.
You know what's good? A root beer and a cream soda.
I hate cream soda. I would love to love cream soda. For whatever reason, I just don't jive with it.
Have you had them all?
Oh, no, I haven't had them all.
I just want to find one that you like.
I appreciate that. I almost said, are you always annoying? But you know what? That was nice. You're very kind. I have not tried them all, Virginia, and that shall not be my life's new mission. You love cream soda.
I do.
The A&W cream?
I prefer, a fancy natural cream soda.
I'm out.
I don't like all the fructose corn syrup.
For the sake of the conversation, can we just fucking talk cream soda?
Nope.
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 And Veronica sent the email that kind of pushed me over the edge with going with the iPhone 17. I finally decided to do that. It all kind of started. I've been looking at it. I thought, okay, I'm going to go with the lesser model. Do I really need it? And then I was surprised. I think there were about 3 comments on the 21 Pilots that they're like going, finally, you got good audio on this. And then I realized with my wife, who has a more updated level of the phone, that I'm like, gosh, her video looks a lot better than mine. It looks and it sounds better. I'm like, you don't know unless you have that real direct side-by-side comparison.
Side by side, yeah.
I started seeing it and hearing it, and look, I told you guys, like, that would be I'm very self-conscious about that, and I'm like, all right, we got to make good-looking videos that don't look like crap. And she said, I got these 17 and I took a photo of my cat and it's so crisp you can see every whisker.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah.
The other thing too is you can buy microphones that are they're not cumbersome and they're easy to plug in to your iPhone, and it's directional and it gives you really, really fantastic audio if you're that worried about the audio.
Yeah, I might look into that. I mean, it was just something that was casual, just recording clips while I was at a concert and, didn't think too much of it. But
I'll get you one.
No, I'll get my own. But yeah, I appreciate it. I'm going to look into some of that stuff.
And can you ask her to send us that picture of her cat? I want to see.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, Virginia wants to see some pussy.
Let's see
That's
his
right.
cat.
Crystal clear.
I want to see every whisker.
Yeah.
We're so crass sometimes.
We are so terrible. I'm sorry.
Usually this is just kind of, the decompressing after the morning show, and we just have that. We have microphones running.
And Engineer Keith was kind of responding to the wife that was upset that her husband was using ChatGPT in their arguments, where he would have something framed and she was just like, he would be like, hold on a second. And then he'd text back and she's like, I can tell you're using ChatGPT in this. And she didn't like it. And he had said, I got to disagree with anyone who's mad about people using AI to help them communicate. Honestly, it's kind of silly to get upset about. Not everyone is great at confrontation. For some people, just trying to express their feelings can feel like fight or flight. When emotions run high, it's easy to lose your train of thought or say things the wrong way. AI helps take that jumble of thoughts and turn it into something clear. That's not fake. It's just using a tool to communicate better and more clearly. What I love about AI is how it can take messy, unorganized thoughts and group them so they make sense. Trying to do that in real time, especially during an emotional moment, is hard. AI gives people the space to think before they speak, and that's actually more thoughtful communication, not less.
I got to talk to good old Engineer Keith at the end of the movie premiere. It was good to see him.
Yes,
and
it was.
And as I was saying goodbye, I'm like, all right, take it easy, Engineer Keith. And all of a sudden it goes, goodbye, Jay Bird. He's a robot. It was robot AI. It was AI robot.
AI Engineer Keith?
No, I'm just...
Wasn't really the real him?
No, but I want to say congratulations. He showed me a picture of his baby.
Yeah,
and congratulations to Engineer Keith.
Yes, that's the cutest baby robot I've ever seen.
You could see in his face that he was beaming. He had that new, you know what I'm saying? That smile.
And he said, Kevin mentioned being mentally drained sometimes, and I get that. When you're tired or you just don't have the bandwidth to explain yourself perfectly, AI can bridge that gap. I use it when talking to friends, and it's been a lifesaver. Yeah, I use it all the time because at the end of the day, I might be editing a video to post up. I'm like, I can't even think of a caption. And then I just go to AI now, and I'm like, okay, here's what the video's about. Give me a caption. I'm like, yeah, that's good. If I were crisp, I might have thought of that. And I'm like, okay, that really helps out.
You're not crisp. You're just crispy.
I'm crispy, yeah. I'm like, I realize I don't have the bandwidth anymore to do this.
You, Ryan Beckett, Engineer Keith all need to get together with a robot. Just have this big circle jerk with each other.
We jerking the robot or each other?
Oh, I think you all are doing each other. Just You know what? Just it's free form. Everyone does what they got to do.
That would go viral.
Oh, yes, it would, because the robot would make it.
So anyway, yeah, it's an interesting point. Pilot Chris also has some games to exercise your brain. We had talked about last week. A little surprised on two things. One, a majority of gamers in the United States are women, and 25% of all gamers are over the age of 60. And they had said that's because a lot of older people realize playing video games keeps your brain sharp, and they recommend that. Because remember, what did we say about when your brain peaks? Age 60. So I think for a lot of people out there, if you're getting close to that, or when you get close to that, realize after 60, your brain is past its peak. So if you want to keep it, it's like going to the gym for your body or anything else. You really need to start exercising your brain.
And I really do think it's a very important tool. Now, of course, you can always misuse and overdo something, but people who have intrusive thoughts, and they don't even have to be, horrible, harmful, but just something where you're always obsessing on, that really is a mood interrupter, and it takes your mind off the thing that's kind of driving you a little bit crazy. You know, you talk about if something's going, get up and take a walk. For some people, playing a video game for an hour and a half kind of brings them back down and centers them a little
absolutely. Yeah. He said, I use Luminosity daily to keep my brain fit. The platform uses games to improve cognitive skills like memory, processing speed, and problem solving. The games are quick and entertaining, but where it really shines is the stats metric. You have the option to tailor games your week in to improve brain performance. Now, he said it is a bit pricey, though, $60 a year, $12 a month. He said it's worth it, in my opinion, though. You know, the other thing you can do as well that I do, honestly, just even doing Duolingo. They talk about just trying to even learn a language. And, you know, I don't have as much time as I used to do the Spanish, but every single day I at least spend 10 to 15 minutes just kind of going over it, and it does kind of work your brain a little bit. That I might pick a little bit more up with Spanish.
Well, if you want to do this, let's do it together, because I'm in the midst of learning a little bit more Spanish and taking it a little bit more seriously now.
Look what love has done to this man.
I hear you. Yeah.
Well, how badass would it be if all of a sudden I came in here and just start speaking Spanish?
Oh, it would be one of the coolest things. Yeah.
And it wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible.
I just honestly, what I need is, unfortunately, I don't have native speakers. And if I had that, it would just excel it so much. Honestly, the only time I get to speak Spanish is when I'm taking an Uber.
Yeah.
And I can only give directions.
My problem is I'm still trying to work on the English language.
I hear you, yeah.
That's right.
Well, why not speak two languages not well?
Exactly. Yeah, I'll speak two shitty languages.
I got an email from Roberta, and she said, I just want to say how sad I was to hear that Heather Nelson is no longer on the Paul Castronovo show. Even though she was kind of a competitor, I always thought she was so funny, quick, and real. And, of course, I loved her back when she was part of the KVJ show. I know you probably can't say much right now, maybe until after the show podcast, but I just wanted to share how much listeners like me appreciate her and how much I still love hearing all of you every morning. You make South Florida radio feel like family. Yeah, I was very, very sad to hear that.
We never like it to hear when people lose their job.
And nobody knew it was coming either. It's not like a thing that they like, oh, okay, well, your contract's coming to an end and we're not going to renew it. Like, it was just a blind side.
Yeah, that company which we used to work for, iHeart, they have kind of been going through, just to let you know, an industry thing where they have been cutting a lot of jobs. They went through it, and unfortunately, Heather was part of those nationwide cuts. So they were cutting people at stations all across America as they continue to move more into, I think they had to find $10 million so they could buy a podcasting company, and that's where a lot of their preference is going. But Heather is fantastic, great at what she does.
She'll be okay. She'll land on her feet. She's a super, super smart, intelligent human.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, but I feel for Paul as well. It's not fair for him to pare down, somebody else on his show. And,
what would you do if that happened? They try to fire one of us. I mean, what do you do, Kevin? Do you defend us? Do you say, I got to just take this shit?
I don't know. I mean, it's something that drives me every day. I mean, I tell you guys, because look, I see all this stuff happening in the industry. I'm well plugged into what's going on and understand it. And, I tell you guys, I'm fighting every day I want us to be able to dictate how we end this thing. And, unfortunately, that's why I'm happy for my buddy Bert in Atlanta that he was able to walk away on his own terms. And, Paul deserves that as well because he's a freaking legend and he's still amazing at what he does. And so I think that was very unfair to him, and I'll bite my tongue and not say any more. But that's, for me, that's just it, is survival. I would hate to be in that situation. And I haven't honestly taken my mind there, so I don't know what I do. I mean, the unfortunate thing and that they know is you got to make money, and this is the one thing that I know how to do. And so you got to take care of your family. Luckily, we all want to do this. At least I really want to do this job with you guys every single day.
Me too.
And we have fun.
And we're blessed to be able to do that. And look, I have worked in radio too, where I worked at a station one time. I freaking hate it. I was reading liner cards at night, and I'm like, this is freaking miserable. And I thought I was done with radio because of that. And I'm like, I'm going to get into a different field. So if I were placed in a situation where it's not what I want to do and who I want to do it with, I don't know that I would last long, to be honest with you.
Well, we've been doing it so long together as a team, it just wouldn't feel, it wouldn't feel right.
It would feel so weird.
I wouldn't do this with anyone else.
Yeah.
So, if anybody goes, KVJ's probably dead, and that'd be it. And, if I
that's
got to
just
make
it.
money, then I figure out where I got to make money. But it's
We
not.
might all be going to that Mexican restaurant with your son.
Yeah, right.
Let's go.
I've seen it happen too, where one member gets knocked off and the people turn on the show.
Well, it changes the whole dynamic.
Yeah.
And you don't want that because it's not. I mean, if any of us four are left, it's no longer KVJ, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know where we go. So we're with a great company that cares about people. They love this show, and we're doing everything we can to adapt and stay fit for what the new environment is, because it's not just radio anymore. I mean, that's a part of what we do, but we got to be good on other platforms as well.
Social media and video and streaming and podcasting, and it's a totally different game.
And I know we don't have the biggest show out there, but I really do, and I'm not just pandering to the audience. I really feel like KVJ Nation's a different breed, and we do have a great relationship with our audience. I mean, I not every show's like that.
They're fun. They're loyal. They love having just a good time. They're not here for like highbrow political or weird stuff. Like they just want to have a good time.
No, but I
love that.
I feel like a lot of KVJ Nationers would go through a fucking wall for us, and that's not a normal thing, and that's something to never take for granted.
And we put you through a wall for them.
I would go through a wall for 93% of KVJ Nation. There's 7 that can kiss my ass.
I think we have put you through a couple of different walls.
We have, absolutely.
So, we don't take it for granted, and I'm very sorry to see whenever somebody does lose their job in this industry, and Heather is absolutely fantastic, and so is Paul and all of them. So, wish them the best, and just know we're hoping to not go anywhere, and we're going to continue fighting till the very last day. So, not to say we'll get to leave on our own terms, but that is the goal. So,
amen.
yeah, best to them.
Amen.
And a quick little shout out to Jess and Juju from Orlando, shouting out our best to Nancy Gelfo. She was at the movie premiere, but we're always praying for and pulling for everybody who's got to go through anything. If you've got, health issues or whatnot. So, yeah.
She's fighting that cancer. It's just a terrible thing.
Well, that's the thing about KVJ Nation. It really is a family. It's a place of belonging. People really do care about each other. And if you're looking for a place where you can belong, everybody belongs in KVJ Nation. And so that's just a part of it. It's a big family. And that's when we do an event like that movie premiere, you get to see that and you feel that. 700 people, and it goes bigger than that, that are all just really family and trying to take care of each other, because you need that in this life.
And that was, we're talking about, everyone was at that theater. They were people who loved the show. It just was, it's always a great energy like that. And that's a great feeling.
And the costumes and the time that everybody took to make something funny and creative. And they were so excited to show it off. It was a vibe.
What time do you think would be good today, Kev, for me to go live on YouTube to kind of give a little backstory and just kind of promote for tomorrow when it drops?
I think you could go anytime. Maybe if you can, probably early evening, maybe when people got a little bit of time and they're kind of just chilling. Probably if people get home 6 to 7 o'clock.
Like weird and whatever time-ish, 6 or something?
Probably,
okay,
where they're just kind of sitting around and,
I'll get all my text messages from this psycho.
Put everything succinctly together and show it.
Yeah, and then I'll even ask questions. I just know that there's been questions that haven't been asked. People want to know, and I don't want them to watch the movie and not kind of get the backstory of why it was made the way it was.
Yep, absolutely. So that's going to be coming. If you did miss it at the early part of the ATS, it is going to be tomorrow at noon that we're dropping that movie.
It'll probably just be me. Denny's is, I'm not asking too much of my sweet Denny, so it'll probably just be me live on her Facebook, probably from my dinosaur garden somewhere.
Poor Denny's not feeling well.
No, he's not. So I want to get him some soup, get him rested.
And give him some time away from us.
Give him his main thing.
I think he needs to not look at us for a minute.
A couple days away from us. Gosh, I feel so much better.
Leave him the fuck alone. That's what the doctor said. Stay away from those people.
Yeah, they're bad for you.
Never felt this great. All right, y'all. Appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much. Send those emails, mail at kvjshow.com. Make sure if you're not already, subscribe to KVJ Show channel on YouTube and wherever else we are, like Instagram and TikTok and all those places. Just go and follow along. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.